hear that whistle. A word out. Everybody turn. With your hand up. You like at a Taco Bell or something. The speakers is going in and out. That's because I don't know all the words. And you got to know the reason, and you know the reason why. Let's put on your ass and act real cool. You got to realize that you're acting like fool. If you music, we can use it with you. We don't have no time for psychological romance. No romance, no romance, no romance. Mama, come on, baby, tell me what's the word? A word up. Cold word. When you come, you know that you'll be heard. What is it? W-O-R-D, 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 Let's try to rap back there. Just a thought. That was nice. Yeah. What up? Wish I knew all the words though.
Yeah, you know people don't know all the words of songs. If they don't know the words, they make up the words.
Right.
So that's just a thought. Do it myself.
Either.
Fred Potter here.
Maru.
Just a thought's back in your ear.
All up in your business.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start off by saying this. We haven't had a guest in quite some time, and you know what's funny? I don't feel like having a guest right now.
What do you?
You know, because right now for me, I'm still trying to find this direction on Just a Thought, because you know we come here weekly to let some things off our chest that we, you know, that feel is important that we want to talk about. You know, because it's always just a thought. But sometimes you want to expand on that, and there's a couple of seminars I want to go to because I want to take this podcast more serious, and I want to be having more in a direction as far as having more structure. You know, because right now we're just winging it. You know what? And you know, it's a lot to a podcast, because you know we don't edit anything. We say we feel for what we say because we drop this shit right afterwards. So
that's what most people do.
A lot of people don't as well.
Right, because they
hold on. I don't think I should have said that.
Well,
no,
right. I find people that edit their shit. Now and a lot of those people say, "Oh, we keep it real, blah blah blah." No, you don't, because
you're not. Shit. If you're editing it, you ain't really keeping it real.
Right. So the purpose of a seminar for me would be many ways to distribute your podcast.
Right.
But as far as telling me,
I want to get some ideas. I want to come up with some original shit as well, but I want to come up with some ideas. Like
what do you mean?
A kickoff. A spinoff. Not biting. A spinoff, you know, just to get a. I don't listen to I don't see a lot of comedy shows.
Right.
You know?
So what do you mean? Like like what I did for on some shit radio was you know, we had a segment called we even had music for it, was Put 'Em on Blast. So let me tell you how it went. Okay. So we did a podcast, but I wouldn't post it right afterwards. I'd take it and I'd edit it and chop it up. And not editing the content, but I would enter music and some local bands or something like that. They would sit back and music. I had a comic named Ron Placone, I think his name was. He did some kind of comedic news segment. It was like a 3-minute thing. He sent that every week, and then I would put that into the podcast, and then I would go out and interview. Like one time I was supposed to interview Kevin Hart, but I guess I was just being lazy and didn't want to drive here to Lansing when I was living in Kalamazoo. But that was going to go on the podcast. We drove to Chicago and interviewed Chad Daniels when he was at Zany's behind the scenes. That segment, Frank Roach, he was on an episode. Right. We went to.
This is the thing, though. I ain't going nowhere.
Whoever's
going to be on Just a Thought, either that or
we recorded them on location,
or bring their ass here.
Right.
But you know, I think the setting is nice. I think it's beautiful. It's something to enjoy.
It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm not saying going on location is not out of it, but I like the comfortability.
Right. I'll go on location. I will go to the comedy.
Yeah, I feel you. And by the way, thanks for the shout out at the show.
Oh, I did. I thought about it right after I got off stage.
Ain't no, that ain't funny, you know.
When I got off stage, I was like, I should have shut it up. But see, I'm not used to that. See,
you know what?
When I do an intro, when they ask me for my intro, I don't even do an intro. I say, hey man, just say thank you for coming.
I ain't saying the intro.
No, I'm just saying that's just me though. I forget to promote my shit.
Oh.
So I say welcome to the show. Thank you for coming out. Enjoy the ride, Amaru. So I'm in that same mindset when I'm, I have to I got the DVD back there. Okay.
All I said, good testimony.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
I thought about it as soon as I got off
thought it was
stage.
funny. By the way, it was an excellent show, man. It was
Thank
a good
you.
show. I thought it was funny because that was the first day of football, and that was a weird ass time, 7:15. So I said, because my wife, let me tell you, we planned on going because she was hanging out with one of her girlfriends, and turns out she hung out a lot longer, but she would have been here in time. But our oldest daughter wanted to hang out, and there's no way I'd want her to hang out with me versus hanging out with our oldest daughter because she don't ask for that. Plus, she's going through something herself with a death of a friend, so it's like an anniversary thing. So it turned out they had a really good time, and I had a good time. Turns out I only paid 20 instead of 40 anyway, because to me, I support. To me, you ain't supporting if you don't pay.
Right.
You could have had me. I'm sure I could have finagled my way in there somewhere.
Oh,
But that's
I told
not.
him he would've-
That's not. That's
but
not.
I was like,
no, that's me anyway, man. But I had heartburn for to kill of all heartburns, and I had that one beer, and I was not gonna be one of those fake ass. I enjoyed the show, but I wasn't gonna. I guess sometimes you should understand that people sometimes like to enjoy the show without letting it out. Plus, if I would have let it out with heartburn, I would probably burp and fucking.
That quiet laughter does nothing for me.
No, I didn't do shit for you. But you would have never known if you didn't have no sidekick that was like, that motherfucker didn't enjoy himself. Well, he paid 20.
No, it was a good time. I got rebooked for
Man, I had a real
March
good
28th.
time, man. I was impressed, by the way. We was talking about this too, how you went around the whole audience, which is good, because that was therapeutic for you. And I could tell, because you mentioned the obvious, the elephant in the room that I knew about. Not that anybody else did. You did it eloquently, I must say.
Oh, it came close though.
Yeah, no, like
in
I
my
said, if
mind,
your
it was
ass would have cried, I would have walked the fuck out.
It
I was
came
like, I ain't
close.
here for this shit.
I was at that pinnacle. In my head, I was like,
No.
you better not cry.
No, you didn't look like you was, man. But I would have like, hold on, let me go get me another drink. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. It might, but you handled it real good, man. It was a good show. And like I said, you was going around the audience, and I was like, man, see. I only would do that. I think I had to do that one time. I was doing a show with not Steve Iyer. That was, he was an Ohio comic. Can't remember his name. Anyway, we was doing a show out by the airport, Detroit airport. It was like a Ramada Inn, and there was like 3, 4, 10 people there. And he didn't even have to go on. I was featuring at the time. He didn't even go on because it was just so whack. We got paid.
Who, the headliner?
Yeah, Ken Evans. That's
I worked.
Ken Evans.
Shit.
Ken's cool, man, but he didn't have to go on.
Fuck that.
They called the show off.
Fuck
But
that.
if he was a headliner, he could have. He could have. Don't stop my fucking story by saying fuck that. But I did what you did. That's the only time I can remember doing that. I was like, man, that shit was not comfortable. But I have that ability, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. You look comfortable doing that shit, And the other comics, that was funny. It was cool. It's been a long time since I've been to a comedy show that I wasn't a part of.
Oh, yeah.
That's comfortable seeing. So, I'm enjoying it. I was, with the exception of the goddamn heartburn, it was a solid ass show, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
You did what you had to do as a headliner.
I just got rebooked last night in the middle of the night for March 28th.
You should have got booked and rebooked there. But as far as me going, because other comics, me being a comic, I could, hey man, what about, hey man, talk to him. I had no interest whatsoever going, hey Amaru, hey man, this is nice. No, it's not. I'm just not feeling it, man. I just don't. Although I have a lot to say in the comedy world, not unlike Just a Thought. That's not. I talk about something. As you know, that's not my show. I try to entertain. Talk about shit relevant, but I'm comfortable right now with what we do every week, right here. I like the way we can sit there and voice our opinion on whatever the fuck we want to talk about within our. There ain't no within our shit. We just would say whatever the fuck we want to.
I usually would memorize everybody's name and do that circle thing. And okay, your name is so so. What's your name? Okay, so so. All right, so so. all right, what's your name? And do that like that and include everybody. That's usually fun. But
it's funny as fuck though how I went through all of that. And he was like, I'm waiting for this nigga to shut up. Then I'm gonna go, I usually do this when I do that though.
oh no, I had my thought right here.
That was,
but I was listening.
It was
I was
listening.
You got a multicam. I got kids. I was listening. I got your point.
That was funny though. I
knew not to.
It was like double dutch. You was waiting to jump in.
But see, here's the difference. I was listening. I know not to ask you if you want to do a guest set because of where you at.
Right on, man. Because I know, me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to enjoy it, and I did, man. It was a nice 2-hour drive. I had a great day because we had an early football game with watching college. I'm a big college football fan, and Michigan.
No,
won.
that was. Western played the next day.
They played
the next day.
That evening.
Oh, was it that evening?
That evening.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't care about the JV game. I was watching.
He said the JV game.
So Michigan played. They played.
Hey,
they won. A win's a win. They played Army, and it was a tough win. But they got a new offensive coordinator who was kind of struggling, and the calling was kind of suspect. Well, it was a win. But I had a couple of beers. Now, how much did you get back?
Michigan State.
No, how much did you get back?
What do you mean?
The bottles.
About 32.
I ain't putting you on blast. I give them
I
away.
don't give a fuck.
I don't like taking back. I don't like taking back. I don't like taking back bottles.
I would take the bottles.
I don't like taking back bottles.
Give me a call. I would take the motherfuckers back. Hey,
I feel like an alcoholic.
They got new machines, dog. They got new machines.
I feel like an alcoholic.
It didn't break down once.
I brought over the bottles and I was like, "You mind if I drink a beer?"
I don't give a fuck.
I just don't take back bottles back.
They got new machines. They didn't break down once. It was. I did it by myself because she was doing something.
You know what's funny? When you saw we was going down the same street when I dropped him off and we was leaving. I passed you. We got to the corner of MLK and whatever Grand River.
Yeah, but you turned left on the side.
No. I didn't turn left, y'all. I'm still at MLK.
You drove down over the bridge and then you left.
I'm not there yet. I'm still back there.
Oh, okay.
I'm still on MLK.
Oh, damn.
If you notice, I don't know if you saw him. Popo was to the right.
Park?
And Impala pulled up next to me, and I was in the middle of it. And Impala pulled up to the right of me. He was kind of speedy, and I was gonna get him at the light, not race him or nothing. I was gonna take off at the light, like the speed limit. But I seen the Popo to the right, and I was like, okay, let me see what this fool do. I could smell him to the right. He was coming. He was going the other way. I was like, oh, I wonder if Maru could see this motherfucker. He was coming up right behind me. If you didn't see him, you slipping.
Oh, he was at the light.
He was at the light on the right side. About to go to the opposite, I was like, oh, okay.
I saw it. I be seeing them.
Yeah, man. I mean,
we rode out.
I wasn't doing nothing wrong, but the point I'm making is that anxiety level went up a little bit.
As it always does.
And the motherfucker that was next to me, he didn't, I don't know if he saw him or not, but he took right off at the light.
Was he white?
I don't know. The way he was driving, he was. The way he was driving, because if he was black, he was really slipping. I see him both to the right.
I see him every time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm chill.
Yeah.
I was straight anyway, but still.
Yeah, I don't fuck around on that.
I had that one little beer at the crib at your place when I dropped that off, but I didn't feel like leaving yet. I just felt like because I had done a lot of shit earlier on a Sunday. I'd rather be busy than bored, bro.
I know that's right.
So I appreciated going out there, and you did a tremendous job. I ain't on your job because of that. I was only bullshitting about the Just shout out. It would have been cool.
I should have done it.
It would have been cool, but it's not no big.
But I had death on the brain, man. I had death and don't cry on the brain.
You had a lot on your plate, and you got it off your plate.
But I wished I would have said something. That'd have been good.
No, it's all right though. Things don't happen for a reason. That's the way I look at it, man. I'm telling you, the first of the year, man, I plan on having some things on another level with this, especially after the gig come out, after the road come out, because I think it's gonna put us on another level when it comes to that.
Oh, you talking about the movie?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm so excited about that. I was just at the house, sidestepping the movie a little bit.
Talking to the mic if you sidestep.
Oh no, it got me, baby.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm doing a song. I'm doing 2 songs for my daughter's. Not a funeral, but a service thing or whatever. And just finished warping my voice out. One of the songs is an original, but the other one I'm singing yesterday, Acapella.
Okay.
Boys to Men version or whatever.
You singing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can sing. I'm just out of practice. So
don't go off the smile on my face when I say
that. everything that's recorded today, I'm throwing all that shit out.
Because I know a lot of motherfuckers that say they can sing and they really can't sing.
Who you think is singing in the background on your?
I understand that,
okay.
but I'm just saying in general. It's like you said, background.
Yeah.
You ain't singing background on this. You singing acapella, my brother, my fella.
I'm singing
acapella, my fella.
I'm singing on the hook on the pastor song.
No, you know what? By the way, yeah, I don't know if you threw that out last week, but that song.
That one song, metaphorically speaking, that you listened to, that you was like, man, that mug was powerful.
Yeah.
I'm singing on those too. Not background, front ground.
You understand? You don't have to give me a resume. I'm just saying in general. When you said acapella,
yeah.
that kind of took it to another level.
Yeah.
So
acapella.
of course I'm gonna look at you with a smile on acapella.
Yeah.
Well, when would you ever sing to me, nigga? You ain't gonna serenade.
I ain't serenade you,
Exactly. So I haven't been over the one. You know what's funny though? I can sing, but I don't like to sing.
I might need you to come over there so you can do some.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot ahead in 2020.
I'm talking about
It's
on this
fine.
song. I got to finish it this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't write nothing.
You ain't got to write. I'm doing the yesterday. So you came over and was like,
Come out yesterday.
no, the one yesterday. I forgot the words already.
You forgot it today. You gonna remember it tomorrow?
No, but I got it on here.
That's why. You know why? Because that's a slow ass song on two big ass brothers singing in the mic.
Right.
No. That's okay. Let's talk about this after the clip. After the clip, man. I don't think that does anything, man.
I was looking off my phone the whole time, and then to go by memory on certain parts, I'm like,
It's okay.
I done recorded it.
Hey man, did you hear about the couple in Pennsylvania that they had $120,000 in their bank account accidentally, and they spent all the money they bought?
Accidentally?
Yeah, but let me tell you, they bought. This is a good question. If you had a bank accidentally put $120,000 in your account,
I'm taking it out, and I'm gonna go make about 5, 6, 7 movies.
Okay.
And then by the time they get at me, I done made that money back. Here you go.
with all the technology, you know they're gonna get at you.
I don't
right?
give a fuck.
So okay.
I need
But
it
listen
for-
to
I
this.
need about-
Of course, that's grand theft.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
But that's their fault.
See how your ass think?
They did that shit. I
Hey,
didn't
hold
do
on,
it.
work with me for a second about it. I like the devil's advocate, but goddamn,
baby,
you
I'm
offered
keeping that
you
shit.
running like a racehorse. You ain't even got the gate yet. Shit, I ain't even got the question out yet.
You know how many late fees they done gave me? I'm taking all that shit.
This is payback.
Right.
yeah, James Brown, payback.
Payback. Huh.
Go get it here.
Go ahead, finish. What would you do?
I don't even fucking remember what I was
you
going to
talking
do
about
now.
if it was
Oh,
accidentally-
120,000. What happened with them was they had a payment plan set up back with them because it was overdrawn by like 108,000. They said, and they defaulted on it. They went ghost, which I would have went ghost too.
Right.
You know, but they have jail time coming to them now because people thought, oh, jail time because they defaulted on paying them back.
But it wasn't their fault in the first fucking
But
place.
you're missing the point. If you got caught, okay, and they ain't gonna give you jail time yet, but you gotta pay that shit back. You can't just take 120,000 by somebody else. Hold on, don't say shit. That's why they got insurance
Right.
and all that. But hold on, but it's not your money.
But they even collected twice. If they got the FDIC,
The insurance is not gonna let them keep that money if they got.
No. I'm talking about the bank got it insured and covered from.
I'm saying the
giving it away.
insurance is not gonna cover that if they found the people who did it.
True.
Yeah, exactly. So they defaulted on that, so now they're supposed to do jail time. The question is, if you found 120,000, what would you do? We obviously know what you said you was gonna do. What I would do, if it was in my bank account, I wouldn't say a motherfucking word. I ain't gonna call them to go dig. I'm supposed to have 1,200 in here, not 120,000. Only reason why I'm saying I wouldn't call because I figure if you mess up, you find it.
That's your job.
But I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. Now, my question is this. What would you do?
I'm taking it and I'm going to go. How much you
Right
say,
away, it was 120,000.
120,000. 120,000. I could make about for indie skill. I could make about 10 movies.
So you banking on you would be able to pay them back with interest.
Right.
That's a hell of a payment plan. So you just basically got a loan from their ass for 120,000.
Right. A loan that
they just didn't know they got the loan.
They
didn't know they gave
they
it to
didn't
you.
deny me before. Thank you. I'll be back.
Yeah.
And even if they didn't catch me by the time I done spit that shit up, hey man, I got.
I don't know, man. I figure if you get something, of course I wouldn't do anything with it. I may even call. I don't know. I don't believe in getting.
Fuck that.
Okay, we already know that.
It's 2019.
We already know that. But this is my thing. I believe in karma. I believe if you get something bad, it shouldn't be good.
Nah,
to you.
look.
Like if
Fargo.
If you Wells
Fargo, remember Wells Fargo got caught up in that they was creating accounts for motherfuckers?
No, we ain't talking about that.
We talking about that. All these banks got dirt on them. They doing dirty shit, and then some accidental shit happened to you, and then they want to press the button on your ass when they was like Wells Fargo. They was creating accounts for
basically a bank robber.
No, they was robbing us. They had to pay us.
They just put the money in. They just updated the technology by you robbing the bank. You robbed them by $120,000.
Look, how did they get my account? Because they was trying to hide it in some other account for themselves.
Checks and balances. Yeah.
Right. It fucked up.
You bank robber.
I stole from the stoler.
That's a good question, though. I don't know if I would want to keep it though, because I don't think anything good will come out of that. But you know what? There's not gonna be any reward for it. I just think if you get something that ain't supposed to be yours, like if you found somebody, I found somebody's wallet before.
How you know it ain't supposed to be mine? It could have been karma.
Whatever.
You believe in karma?
And there's
don't you believe in karma?
Okay.
If the bank kept doing you wrong.
The bank don't do me wrong though.
I'm just saying, any bank do you wrong, the karma came back.
I ain't never had no bank do me wrong though. So I gotta have that bad karma to start off with. Right?
Rationalize, Negro.
You trying to make yourself feel better for keeping that shit. You trying to say you didn't have wrong to you $120,000 worth of shit.
Well, maybe I'll take 100,000. I leave the 20. Just to show I ain't greedy.
Say, wait a minute. It was 120. I only saw 65.
Right, I saw 65.
You better talk to your general manager. What they supposed to get some time.
When you said something about was it yesterday about karma?
Yes.
Instant karma.
Instant karma. And that was true. What you said, instant karma may not become in the form that we know about.
That we know, because you were saying if it was instant, and I only said that to you to break it down because I used to think about that with my ex-wife. I used to think about all the dirt and all kind of shit and everything after the fact, and like this motherfucker, and like seemingly she living La Vida Loca, you know what I mean? But I know how she's living, and I know what her mind state is, and I know what the situation is, and in context, you can't be happy in that situation. Yeah. You got to be one miserable motherfucker. So that's the karma.
Yeah.
It may not be. It may not be. It's outwardly because I pay attention and notice what's going on in their life. But if you are so bent on getting revenge and don't even see that shit, you know what I mean? You don't even see that they going through that karma anyway.
Yeah.
It
could be different forms of karma.
Right.
Like
karma could
earlier. This is a true story. I was leaving work, going to lunch, and a lady jumped in front of me, turned right in front of me, bakes and cakes. She was a large American. Her license plate said "eat." It was "eat" and some numbers.
Her license plate said "large American."
No. I'm just saying. I'm just facting that she was a large American, and her license plate said "eat," and she was going to bakes and cakes. So that was funny in itself.
Right.
But karma, to me, instant karma, you cut me off, and you cut me off. But you want your bakes and cakes. Because fat people get mad when they ain't got nothing to eat, especially they bake cakes and pies. And I'm not being mean, but she cut me off. I could have slammed right into her. But she, in her license plate, said eat. So instant comment to me would have been she went in there and got that cake or pie and got instant shits. I don't want to choke on it,
but you that's what I'm talking about. So you break it down.
That's instant karma.
No, but she's big. She's a big person. She already dealing with some shit that, from being big.
So if you big like that, you should be nice. You can't be big and mean.
Right, but
don't be cutting people off and not say excuse me.
Man, that's everybody, man. They need,
no, the way she did it though, and it was ironic. It said eat. I went I. I said I understand.
Do you hold doors open for people and they don't say shit?
That's okay.
They ain't okay.
That's okay. That way, Instagram when they trip down the stairs. We don't want that to happen, but I would understand.
I'd be wanting to pull their ass back into the building that I opened the door for their ass.
Did you see me?
Right.
Nah, man, chivalry is not there with me. I'm not Sir Walter Raleigh. I ain't gonna take my shirt off to put. You know that saying? He'll give you the shirt off his back. Right. Fuck that. What if I need that shit? I ain't got a shirt.
I'll do that. I did. Matter of fact,
well, of course you did.
I had these. I was homeless, so I that's why I'm sensitive to it. So, you know, I seen this cat. We was doing something in Colorado, and he was on a corner. He had no shoes on. He was out by the highway trying to get money and shit. Man, I stopped the car right in the turn. I'm supposed to turn off getting off the off ramp. I was like, bruh, I popped the trunk and I had some
pro kids.
No, he would have took them too. No, but I had some dope ass Adidas. It was orange, like fluorescent orange type.
You gave him some fluorescent orange ass Adidas.
The motherfuckers was sweet.
Yeah, but you can see him at night.
Right. He was homeless. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get a nigga some reflectors.
Homeless come out at
but
night.
I gave them shits to him, man.
Homeless come out at night. Glow.
Right. It just you know, he didn't have no shoes, man. Like that's I had to stop.
Hey man, a lot of people are in worse positions than what we even can fathom sometimes. And when you see somebody like that, if you have a little bit of compassion, sometimes if you have an extra pair of shoes, why not?
No, they weren't extra. They was my only pair of tennis shoes.
What was you wearing?
Moccasins.
Oh, I forgot. That's when you're right. How's your toes doing?
It's black.
I don't know. You can slice toast and a neck at the same time with them damn
right. These are talons.
I'm sorry, man.
That's a talon.
You said the military did that to you?
Yeah, road marching, man. When we trained in infantry, we would road march 20 miles to the training site, train, and then road march back 20 miles.
Did you do it with no shoes on hot cold?
We might as well. The fucking boots, and then all the shit, rucksack, gun, all the shit, and then because I was a big dude, I had to, if somebody fell on the road march, I had to carry their shit. I used to be mad, man.
Hey, that nigga from the Green Mile, get over here.
Yeah,
carry this boy's shit.
Right, that's carry his shit. Blah blah blah. He, he broke dick and shit. But my thing was, I was gonna never fall out of a road march, and that shit killed me, man. I didn't fall out of a road march, but that shit fucking killed me.
You're gonna have to come out. That still freaks the shit out of me when you
gotta come out. My kids be talking to that shit. But well, even after the military, I walked a lot, to get around. I have a car, I didn't get a license until I was 19 and got a car, so I walked a lot. Woo, I walked a lot.
And it's funny, I see this dude walk all the time. If I see him walking before I go to work, I always say it's gonna be a good day. His name is Spartacus. I call him Spartacus. I mean, he be marching. He be marching like he about to go to glory, I'm like,
is he going to work or something?
Yeah.
But seems like he gonna come up. Hey, look,
shut up. No, he's marching to go to work, I believe. But he be marching.
Do you think he is able to get a license, or he's saving up?
I think he's doing it because he likes to march. But his name, I know other people see him, and when I see him, I'm always geeked. I'm like, man, it's gonna be a good day. I saw Spartacus, and he don't even know that either. He has no clue. And it's been like about 5-6 years I see the same, and not even a certain time, I see this dude every day.
You ever offer him a ride?
Hell no. Shit. We're trying to get a nigga arrested or some shit? Shit. I told you, it looked like he want to walk. Why would I want to stop? Skirt? He gonna think, he either gonna think I went hang or I'm about to fuck him up.
I almost choked on that water.
I'm sorry. I almost choked on that goddamn question. What the fuck? No, man, he don't look like he want to ride.
You think so?
No, I know so. He don't look like he want to ride,
I ain't taking that chance anyway.
He walks from Wave, Jolly, all the way to probably Kreitz. Every single day. He probably, Hark.
Why he don't ride the bus? Well, he probably wants to.
You gotta ask this motherfucker. He's probably one of them people that like to walk.
Yeah, I like to walk.
Some people have those diseases. I want to walk.
That's true.
He's been doing this for years.
What's up?
No, it ain't. I don't sound like it's the way you.
No, I'm saying I understand. Some people like walking. Some people like walking.
Pick that motherfucker up.
No, but Kirsch had gave a ride to somebody one day that was walking past the house.
See, that ain't cool. She ain't supposed to do that.
But I try to teach her to,
to be nice.
To be nice.
Well, be nice. No, they ain't gonna do it. They think you kidnapping and got me too and all that. No,
but she just do it at the wrong time. Like she did it in front of the house. Like, so you pick
I live right here. You need a ride?
right.
I don't know you, but I live right here.
So now all they gotta do is wait to see the car, wait for you to come out. Hey, can I get a ride? But you know, I tell her I try to teach her to you know be. She white, man. She ain't she ain't straight smart in regards to what her surroundings. She she be sitting at the
bullshit. Fred wasn't laughing.
Man,
get the fuck out of here.
She sitting in the car, windows down, and Compton.
One thing about Red, her ass is she know what was east, west, north, and south. She knows what's going on.
She would be in Compton looking at her phone with the windows down and shit, trying to let me get these directions. No, motherfucker, roll the windows down. You know where we at?
Born and raised.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Be aware of your surroundings. You got all the windows down. It's 4 niggas over there with guns pointed.
Why don't you pull the water out and start counting your money?
Hey, one time we was on tour, man, and she was driving and shit, and I was asleep. And I wake up because the car stopped or whatever. We had a gas station. I was like looking around and shit, and we had one of them small country towns and shit, bars and shit. I said, what the fuck are you doing? She was like, what? We need gas. I said, look around.
Interstate.
Right, look around. Do you see anybody? There's a Confederate flag right
there. They
have
an outhouse in the back.
I'm like, this is a no-no. She freaked out, man. I'm like, yeah, man.
Like, look at all the dogs.
Right, get the fuck out of here.
A Confederate flag.
Like, don't ever stop at something like Love's or
was
something.
She mad at you?
No, she didn't. It was in the beginning of our relationship. She didn't understand. I have been teaching her like what it is to be a black person, and for herself, she's seen it on the road. So then she started getting a greater understanding. Like, oh shit, like I'm jeopardizing our lives and shit. When yes, yes,
I'm gonna give my lady a big ass hug because she just see the look on my face like.
And so when we on the road and I be sleeping shit, I stopped a couple times or woke up a couple times. We were at a proper location. Like she learned from that shit. Like it's that serious. I fit the description. It's not like any other black person.
No.
I'm a dark skinned big motherfucker.
No.
I fit the description.
Listen, I keep saying I know. You do though, and that's not a bad thing. But it sucks when people prejudge you.
Yeah, it is for the police because they scared instantly.
No, with them, there's no difference between you and me, or you.
No, it's a difference.
Yeah.
I get big guy, big man, OG, all that shit all the time. So if niggas is giving that to me, you best be damn. White dudes is giving it. Hey, what's up, big guy?
I'll just bring out my him buck for the Glee Club. Nah, man, they gonna always look at us, and they're gonna always look at us a little certain way, and I'm used to that. But I'm 53 years old now, and I should know that by now. And there was no incident going to the show. I had one beer, drove back. Thank God for heartburn. Blessing in the sky. But not to get back on that. But it was fun, man. I'm glad I followed through because you probably was like, that motherfucker. Because I ain't talked to you since last Tuesday.
I was wondering if you was coming.
I'm sure you was. Man, I ain't going to play. How you going to do a podcast with me? I'm going to do it. And I didn't go, I got to go. I went because I wanted to.
No, I figured you maybe been running behind and I thought, man,
no. That's one thing with me when they had comedy clubs here. One thing I hated when people bothered me about what times it start. Motherfucker, look on the call them. Look on. Why are you bothering me? No, I don't want to put you on the guest list. You're not really supporting me there. Yes, you're there physically, but how are you physically helping me out? But you're not monetarily helping out the club, which makes me look good. You're not looking at the big picture. You're looking at the big picture, but you can't get mad at them,
right.
Because you appreciate any. But one thing you can get mad at, a little disappointed at, when people always say, "Man, let me know when you're gonna reach such and such." Then you tell them, and they don't show up, and they say, "Oh man, what happened was my toilet got backed up," and then you tell them again, and they don't show up.
You got to tell me in advance, at least a week, and so I can put it on my schedule. Even if it's a last minute thing,
right.
And there's a possibility, I got to put it on the schedule. I don't be knowing what day it is. So I just told my cousin, he boxes. I'm like, cuz, I'll be there.
Right.
You done came to my stuff.
Where's he going to be
there,
at?
but you got to let me know.
Where he going to be at?
Oh, he ain't told me yet. He ain't told me yet.
But let me know. I like boxing.
He fought like 2 or 3 times.
Is it regular
already.
boxing or MMA?
Oh no, he
regular
he
boxing?
just started about 2 years ago, a year or two ago, something like that. So he getting it, learning and getting started. I have a cousin.
How come you don't let him just hit on you just for a little bit?
I got a cousin who's
you should be in his corner or something.
I got a cousin who's Gold Glove, but he can't do it no more because he got stabbed and shit.
You didn't fight Golden Glove?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, please, I'm a wrestler.
I'm just wondering one thing you didn't fucking do.
I always got recruited. I got recruited in my adult life 3 times. 3 times.
Say, man, put on these gloves.
Yeah,
I wrestle.
Look, one was my senior year in high school. I'm wrestling. I'm at a wrestling meet, a tournament.
Right.
My coach comes to me and says, "Hey man, there's a scout in the audience watching." I was like, "Oh shit!" Okay, I go out there, do my thing. Hey, scout wants to start. Yeah. So I'm thinking, what school, wrestling, whatever. Yeah. So you ever been interested in boxing? I'm like, you didn't see me out there.
Man, you never know.
No, man, I'm too pretty for that. Fuck that. I'm not. I'm too pretty for that.
You may have to edit that one.
I'm too handsome for that. I wasn't, but nah. And then I was at a bar in Arizona, sitting drinking, and another motherfucker asked me the same thing. You ever thought about boxing, man? You got the, woo woo bam bam. He was part of the garden.
How tall are you? Like 6?
6 foot. The garden or something like that, some kind of whatever. I'm like, no, man. Why people keep coming at me with boxing and shit? And now, as a grown man, I understand the physique. That I got some power.
You was a lot younger too. Right?
Yeah, I was a lot younger too, and I was taller. I was bigger than what's the motherfucker that beat?
You say you was taller?
No, I was bigger physically.
You said taller though. I was like,
No,
wait,
yeah,
I said, you shrunk?
No,
what happened? You was in there.
What's that English motherfucker with the dreads that beat? Maybe he beat Tyson. The dude with the dreads.
Oh, you're talking about Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, he was at the club one time. I was bigger than him.
God damn it, you the guy from the Green Mile.
Yeah, I was bigger than him, and I partied with Tyson. I was bigger than that nigga. I was like, damn.
You bigger than me, I can't.
Yeah, I was bigger than him at the time.
Broke my back.
I was like, wow.
Back is broke.
I never seen boxing in person.
Smile.
So
It's just funny as hell.
So in person, I'm stunned. Like, damn, these dudes. I thought they were bigger. Like, I'm bigger than this nigga. Like,
Tyson is not very big.
I didn't know that on TV.
He's like a big bulldog.
Right,
Yes, I'm gonna hit him.
That's what I thought.
The other night y'all had the nastiest joke. I have one joke, my nastiest joke. I only say it a few times. I'll do it on the podcast. Okay. When Tyson was, he got, the court found him guilty of rape back in the day. And he never testified, but he really did, but they didn't show it. It was like, Mike Tyson, did you not have sex with this woman without her consent?
What are you talking about?
Did you not, or did you have consent? Or did you not have consent?
Yeah, I had a consent all over me. I had it on my face. I had it on my hands. I had it on my neck. What are you talking about?
Consent. I mean, if you use it the right way, it's not that bad.
It's funny. It's funny. I had played. Kirsch told me to do one, and then you can't.
Jesus one was funny,
but
it just wasn't nasty.
Right, I know, but I can't. It went into it's a set of 3 jokes. I only did the first.
You the headline. You could have kept skipping.
I didn't. Yeah. But she had told me to do another one dealing with my dad and learning about sex. But if I stand too long, I can't keep a set list in my head. If I stand too long, I'm just like, oh, I can do this one. Well, normally
You
do
have
that
still
one.
been.
And
You
that's what
have.
happened.
Oh damn.
So I did the Jesus thing instead of the one she told me to do.
You had no discipline.
That's dope.
Especially if you've been on stage for a while.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna do this one.
You know, it's funny because I had one show in May, the one I did. I had fun again. I don't have another show till December, and I got 2 and 2, clean, dirty, church people dirty, which is great because it's gonna be diverse. Which is, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be one of those comics that, militant. I don't want to do white people. No, I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I ain't trying to. I'm not trying to step on nobody else's. But I understand.
If you got a certain feeling and you perform against that feeling,
and it's like I've been there, done that type of thing now, and the vibe is different. You know what I'm saying? And there's other things in life.
Right.
There's other things in life besides being a comic for me. You know, I can still have a voice.
I never thought that.
This is the thing. As far as talking, that's why I got the podcast. I don't give a fuck who listens, who don't listen. I already told you this. We already told you this. I just want to have something to release, and it's therapeutic to me. Now, I have about 10, 15 people that I could call next week. Hey, I got you in line to go to. But right now, I don't want to do that because it's not the right timing. If I don't feel it right, how many times have I called you, hey, man, it ain't right now. Let's do it tomorrow, or blah, blah, blah. You got to have that feeling kind of thing, you know. If you're going to do something, do it right.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a referee. I'm ready to go anytime. You know.
Yeah, of course. And believe it or not, I appreciate that, man, because I don't really want to do this by myself. Originally, I was. I got it, but I don't want to do it by myself. I think you need it just as much as I do.
Yeah, I never want to do shit by myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I don't want to do some shit by
myself.
myself. Oh, never mind.
Right. In regards to projects and trying to make, I've always been like that, and that's been my downfall too.
Yeah, I had a sidekick on the last one, and shout out to John because I had no idea how much it took to really put a production together, and for me, I didn't want to do half-ass yet.
Right,
I just wanted to have some.
You straight?
A good time. Yeah, I want to have a good time.
Make whatever
and
adjustments you
I'm
want to
telling
make.
you, we're gonna keep it going. My wife's on board. My wife's on board. Yes, we're gonna do. I'm telling you, dog. We got this. We got shirts. We got shit coming on. We're gonna have a wider audience. We're gonna have some conversation about things that you wouldn't expect to have conversation about.
And I'm gonna put the name of the show in the credits.
There you go.
You're already in the movie, so
it should be because of the name of the. It is, but you do it now. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for your ass.
No, it should be because you got a thanks at the end of the film, and then you got a credit for being in it, and then the show is going to get a thank you.
Right. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be hype. Looking forward to it. I know. If you're still looking towards having some more music on the soundtrack, it's still the possibility we could get Lil Man on here.
If they show up,
my sportscaster
but
sidekick.
He got to come during the week though, because on Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm doing the artwork.
Yeah,
I got commissioned to do a drawing, so I'm gonna start on that this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Another endeavor you doing?
Yeah,
going back up.
They want me to. I want to encourage my my youngest daughter because two of my kids can draw. They inherit.
Yeah.
So she's actively doing something. So I went and bought her a artist diary book.
Right.
We both got one. Got her some pencils. We both got some pencils. And then I got her one that that's perforated so she could tear it out if she wanted to do something. I got it so that I could tear it out and sell them. So I just got commissioned to do an 8x11 flash and reverse flash coming at each other on a football field. Like one of the scenes, colored and all that. Yeah, I've been getting artist envy, man. You ever? I see a picture or a drawing that's so dope, and it just make me jealous.
I could draw Toucan Sam and Snoopy.
Let's do it, man. I can sell it.
Oh, you want a brother locked up again? Copyright.
Yeah, no, but she wants to give it to her 11-year-old for his birthday or for Christmas, and so I'm gonna take snapshots of it as I go on and all that, and so that he can have that too, along with the picture.
Man, it's already September.
I didn't realize that at the show.
The night.
When I was talking to the girl, she was talking about she get married in October. I think she had 7 months left.
No, October is next month, right?
3 weeks.
Once you hit October, you got it's funny because Halloween come around. That's not my favorite time of the year. I'm not a big Halloween fan, but for where we sit at and the kids come around. Hey, I scared the shit out of them. I had Thriller playing last year, had a little spooky out there. They look forward to coming around here. I give them a little candy. I give them nice little candy, actually.
Oh, really? That's going
to be coming around here soon. And the beginning of the year, I'm telling you, just the thought, Jest.
Yeah, they don't come to my door.
We gonna be out.
We turn the lights off, man.
You don't have no motion.
You gotta come out. I just like put a fake door for Halloween with a big eye hole, and then just
you had to come out. Shit. No, man, but I say that to say this because next year, I'm telling you, this is our 23rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. This year,
you forgot that quick?
Maybe I had to. No, I'm just saying maybe I have to do it next year, but I think I want to No, I'm gonna do it. I'm dressing like Pastor Rollins. I'm getting a wig and putting the suit. Have you seen her in the outfit that she wear?
No. Oh, I see a little bit.
Oh yeah. So that outfit, yeah. I'm her.
Red, he brought it up, not me. Yep.
Yeah, I'm being her.
For Halloween?
For Halloween. She is hilarious, dog. I'm going to get that wig, her hair, her hair is like an afro.
They're going to be like talking on the side, like, who the fuck is this dude?
Pastor Rob like, that moment. I'm being her, dog. I'm telling you, that's going to be the hottest Halloween costume next year.
You'll probably be her next year, not this year.
I think I don't know.
They gonna know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You didn't think of that director?
I was toying with it.
Everything?
Because the music, I was watching a documentary on Back to the Future, and they put the song, the Huey Lewis Power of Love song out before the movie, and it blew up.
But there's a big difference.
Yeah,
he started off being Huey Lewis.
No.
He already had a hit.
No, that had nothing to do with it. They put the Power, Back to the Future wasn't a hit. It wasn't even out yet.
I'm talking about Huey Lewis.
Yeah, but it wasn't his type of power of love. Yeah, it was a new song, so it could have bombed.
The power of love.
But how they said it, they put it out beforehand so that it could permeate through society, and then by the time they mesh it with the movie, they'll both pop.
Feel the power of love.
Right, because he's I don't need a credit card to ride this train. That's a jam.
I know. He said, I don't know the words like a motherfucker though.
But yesterday he said that it didn't match the movie, but I think it does. The parents had to fall back in love and all that old shit.
It really didn't. It was just a nice soundtrack to the movie because
yes, it did.
The way they put it. No, the way after he seen when she said I love you. Feel the power,
right?
And then,
right.
Okay,
she had to fall in love with his father, or he wasn't gonna be born.
It just matched that part. No, he fell in love with the girl. That was Jen, the girl that he was coming back to see.
No, in the first movie, his mama fell in love with him.
No, I ain't talking about the mama. I'm talking about his girlfriend, the one. That's when the song was on. After he was about to hit your ride to. Oh, I know that movie.
Well, I was looking at it as the overall.
As the whole. You're looking at the whole thing. Right. I'm looking at the scene.
I'm talking about the whole thing.
That's the only time that fit into that song fit.
No,
it was a good song. It fit into that scene.
Perfectly, but it also fits in the overall the parents falling in love, so this nigga can be born.
Yeah, after McFly, after he did the dance, and then
the power of love.
Okay,
that's
can you feel it?
That's why he hit bam. You know,
he hit. He was you take your damn hand.
Right there you go.
Should I swear? God damn it, George, swear.
Shot of the hand.
There it was. Yeah. So anyway, the soundtrack. Are you gonna put it out next year?
It depends on the deal.
Yeah.
Depends on the deal. If I want to structure it to where I want to put the soundtrack out probably about about a month before the movie comes out. So especially that single we got.
Oh, the single, you got to.
Yeah, so people be bobbing that.
That's
got a movie too.
Yeah, that's a catchy song.
And then that song will play during one of the trailers.
Yeah, very catchy.
So people will be like, oh shit, that's what it go to. Yeah. So, because Spike Lee did something like that with the movie X. You remember the X shoes and the shirts? That came out 7 years before the movie, and it was.
I had the hat. I don't know what I had.
It was purposely done like that because we all was like, what is? Damn, them Nikes is dope. What is that?
I like the way you think, though. You put yourself on the scale.
I'm trying. Yeah, he did. But it was 7 years before the movie was even made. They did that for marketing purposes. Yeah. They had the NBA players wearing that shit on the sideline to keep a big X shirt with nothing else, no other information. That was dope marketing because when the first trailer came out, X. Oh, that's that shit. Oh, yeah, that's the movie.
Here come Denzel.
Yeah. Right.
He don't win shit for that.
Right.
I don't
Not a damn thing.
understand that.
He ain't win.
But he won it for training day. That crazy nigga, you'll win.
Right.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yep.
Halle Berry had to haul herself out with Billy Bob.
Yeah, she had to take it in the ass.
Couldn't win it for Dorothy Dandridge. Couldn't win for Dorothy Dandridge though. Billy Bob really fucked her, you know.
I know. I read about that. I hope it was
you
working.
can't fake those faces, Halle. You could tell he was smiling at like grunting.
Didn't he fuck somebody for real in what's the Undercover? What was that?
Oh, it was Dern.
Undercover. What's that movie called?
Something cover. Undercover. I know what you
Dr. Dre. They had a song on there. Snoop Dogg.
Deep Cover.
Deep Cover. Yeah. I think he fucked her for real. I read about that shit. Yeah. But you know how his karma got him? Because his daughter started doing porn. He was mad.
Man, why would he have to have that bad? Why would he have to have that bad karma for fucking in the movie?
I don't know.
If that's bad karma, Wesley Snipes' daughter gonna be.
I thought he was
dicks,
married. That's why I said that. I thought he was married. That's why I said
Because Wesley Snipes had it in his contract. If we ain't fucking, I ain't in it.
Oh man, I like Wesley, man.
I love Wesley.
I like
Snipes,
Wesley.
Man.
I read something
He's one of those actors like, well, I don't really like your idea on trying to beat the IRS. You can't beat those three. But I like your thinking. He's a good actor, but you can't bypass them motherfuckers, man.
Who?
The IRS.
No, nobody can, James.
But I don't see how you could have to go to jail for that. You shouldn't have to go to prison for that.
The IRS.
I always thought prison is supposed to be a threat to society. Him not paying his taxes is not a threat to my.
That's the shit we do.
I don't understand it.
That's the shit we do.
Red Fox,
it seemed like the Republicans would change that.
Red Fox,
so they could protect themselves.
Here we go. Red Fox, he died. I love Red Fox, man. The way they did Red was fucked up. The way they did Joe Lewis was fucked up.
What's the story on Joe Lewis?
Oh my God!
I knew his wife, one of his wives.
When he was in the military, he was doing free exhibitions, but they wouldn't charge him, but they taxed him. So he.
What do you mean taxing?
They taxed him. The federal government taxed his ass, and that taxes followed him. And if he wasn't making any money, watch Lewis. Watch it. They gave Max Schmeling, the one he beat when Joe Lewis beat Max Schmeling, a German dude, when the Nazis that was the height of Heinz.
So that's a movie?
No, it's real shit.
No, I'm saying
no, it's called Lewis.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a documentary or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be on HBO. It's really good, man. It's a really good show. It's a really good movie. Before Jackie Robinson, I like Joe Lewis. I love Joe Lewis. He happened to be from Detroit, and the way he was treated by this government is shameful. Because he did so much when he beat Max Schmeling. He brought to this day. I don't think the country was ever together more than that. That maybe after 9/11 because you felt
we always get together when.
But that was a bad thing. But this is a good thing because the Germans was really tripping at this time. He beat Max Schmeling. He beat the snot out of Max Schmeling, and he was.
You said what year was it?
This is shit. Don't get me lying, man. I'll look it up, and I don't want to Google it real quick. But it was when before our ass was a scratch. Put it like that.
Right.
But it was. It was a good time in American history, and what he did.
That's what it's called?
No.
Oh, you saying
it was a good time in American history, but Joe Lewis did, but what they did back to him with the government was fucked up. The year Joe Lewis beat Max Schmeling.
I ain't never even heard of Max Schmeling.
Man, 1938, dude.
So 1935 when Hitler was coming into power and all that. So why don't you say
35? It was probably around 35.
No, that's why I was asking what year was it. So it was a few years after that. So they was looking for somebody to come and beat up the bully, so to speak. So that was like a metaphorical.
Well, not only did he do it, but before that, what was the Olympics with Jesse Owens?
Oh, my man.
36.
Yeah, he
no,
did that.
No, that was 68, dude. You jumped way.
Oh,
You jumped
my
a few
bad.
decades. Come on, that was 68. That was. Hold on now,
we all
brother.
look alike. We all march alike. We all march alike.
My man Hitler didn't want to shake Jesse Owens' hand. He didn't want. Oh, you think I would go down there to a Negro? No. So it was kind of a.
No, but when
slap in his face when Jesse Owens won all those.
Right, but when they had them things there, it was Hitler told them to make it look like ain't shit going on with this motherfucker when they come over here for these Olympics, because he wanted that shit bad over there, and so and people were hearing rumors and shit, because the United States, as far as they were concerned, the citizens didn't know shit about what was going on, and so they coming over there to see the games and the sports. Hitler was like, look, it make it look like ain't shit going on in this motherfucker. Everybody get along, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go date a black man for the week or whatever, do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody front for that whole fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then Jesse Owens was like, okay, they gonna be on my nuts.
Right.
All on my nuts.
That's crazy how
Jesse
they.
Owens, I don't know if he was mad at that. Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
But for 2 weeks, that's how the Olympics is.
Right.
You know, but my point was, there was no point to be made because I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about.
You was talking about smelting and 38?
Oh, that was in 38. I was just saying in 36, Jesse Owens already had to go through this, and then not as bad. But when Joe Louis beat Smelling, that was, it was a really good story, and he was such a humble fella. And Muhammad Ali used to dog him.
How many years ago was that movie made?
This is early 2000s. It was an HBO thing.
Okay.
HBO
She's an Evans. She's the HBO.
But times changed where the IRS is on his back so much. Frank Sinatra was a good man. You know, there was some, the Rat Pack, someone was real cool with Joe Louis because they knew what he did for the country, but the IRS didn't.
Right.
They just wanted to let him know, and he finally married a lady that was within the Treasury Department, and she kind of got them, but it was too late. He was already sick, and he ended up pretty much dying without, his name. But
I was married. I was married. Listen to me lying. I was.
Sure was you?
I knew one of his wives.
Yeah.
She was our neighbor across the street. Like sometimes I would go and sleep on her couch when I was a little kid because she didn't want to be by herself.
That was one of his ladies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. One of his ex-wives.
Yeah, but I found when I saw that documentary about him, it was on HBO. I felt bad about Joe Louis. I really did because I had no idea the history and there was a lot of people in there that was commentating that was actually had no guest spots on there. They was saying their piece and it was like, yeah, look at it this way and wow, you're right, and it was showing facts. It was like wow, but he was a humble dude. Joe Louis was very humble. He was too humble. He wasn't very outspoken. He was no Muhammad Ali. I was gonna say Muhammad Ali thought he was an Uncle Tom. So disrespectful. I'm sorry. Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali, but what he did with Joe Louis and the way he treated Joe Frazier, I'm sorry. I don't believe on that black on black. Believe in talking the same shit that white people call us, and why you degrade them the same way just for to sell tickets. I'm sorry, you don't do that. You never had to work like Joe Louis had to work. You never had to work like Joe Frazier had to work. I meant to say, but Muhammad Ali was a very recognized person, and God bless him. But I would roll with Joe Frazier if I roll with Muhammad Ali. But when it comes to seeing that and understanding why, how it happened and what happened, and I ain't showing no disrespect to my man, but I like going against the grain sometimes. Going, why did everybody jump on this wagon? Yes, you did this, you defied the government on this, joining the army that really wasn't, or yes, I get it. You lost a lot of. Yeah, it did.
Would you watch it if all that excitement and drama wasn't in the game?
Muhammad Ali was so charismatic. Of course, he made you watch it.
But what if he wasn't and he still was good? Would you watch it?
At that time, hypothetically speaking, no, people wouldn't have watched it.
Right.
No, people would have probably understood Joe Frazier more.
It's a necessary evil.
Yes, it is. The power of entertainment.
Right.
The power of entertainment, like me and my wife was talking the other day, is why do they pay so much for these athletes? It doesn't make no sense. Why do they always put on athletes?
Because they're going to die.
Why they put
the shit they doing is
why
giving
they
them
put
brain
athletes
damage.
on to go into neighborhoods and do all this? Why you got to put on the athletes? Why don't you put it on? They're the one that's rich. They're not wealthy. They put it on the owners. They could wipe out all this shit. Mm-hmm. Why you put it on the athletes? They're just young people who's getting all this money. I ain't talking about just basketball or football. Okay. I'm talking about hockey. All of them. They always want them. Yes, they all individually do and set up their own funds in the respective cities, which is admirable. That's applaudable. That's admirable. But people say, oh, they shouldn't talk about it because that lets them know they're being. No, they should talk about it. Let people know if I ain't doing it and letting you know I'm doing it, you think I ain't doing shit. Like people dog Mayweather because he burns money, does all kind of shit, which I don't agree with. But you know he gets a lot back too.
Yeah, so that comes with getting older and maturity. And I've been on the inside of Hollywood, so I don't necessarily agree with showing people and telling them that you're doing this shit.
You don't have to.
You're right. So,
be humble.
Right, be humble.
So now,
the work will speak for itself.
Be humble. Exactly. You ain't got to look like you got $1 million.
Right. And people in Hollywood, a lot of them don't. A lot of the producers and the
that's the most ignorant thing to me. You don't have to have all that shit.
Right.
Maybe I guess that comes with thinking at 53, maybe at 35. I still would have been like, man,
that's
fuck
why they
that.
call it old money. You
don't look like you have millions. That way, that's people gonna gravitate you. I'd rather you gravitate me when I'm on stage or something, but not when I'm at the Kroger's or Meijer or Publix or wherever the fuck I'm at in the country. Don't I want to be incognito right now.
I had one of my old managers, man. I was when I was living in North Hollywood, and he was like, "You see that cat right there?" I was like, "Yeah." Scraggly hair, white cat. He had to be in about his 40s or something, and he was getting in like a Datsun or some shit, some old
Datsun B210,
crazy, some nothing fast, some. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, the Bentley is in the driveway, in the garage. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's a big time producer.
Did he have to downgrade so far though?
But that's me. I don't give a fuck about. That's why I'm at moccasins.
I mean, talking about for security. No, moccasins for feet reasons. Stop.
Yeah,
hold on.
But they not. But they don't have diamonds on them.
I see. I guess both of them kind of crashed.
They don't have a Nike symbol all on them. They ain't. You know what I'm saying? They're just plain regular moccasins.
Damn, you took a left.
Right, but I'm just saying.
I guess I can see the comparison.
I dig people like that. I dig people that they ain't tripping off their wealth. They ain't got to show. That's why it's called old money. You don't see the Microsoft dude walking around with gold chains and ropes talking about what's the new operating system called? You know what I mean? Like we know he got money.
He's not doing like AB Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
I see him. So we're gonna talk about something real quick. Like pro football. This is the thing about pro football. Antonio Brown pretty much got into it with one of the heads at Oakland Raiders,
and got
basically $30 million. Fuck yeah, I don't want 30. He ran yelling, calling his grandma, "Mom, Grandma, I'm out. $30 million." That's weird in itself, but this is how the NFL works. You could cuss out an owner, you could do whatever you want, and then the Super Bowl champions could pick you up that same day. But you could be a black man and sit down, kneel, silent, peaceful, do things, and they won't even look at you twice.
Right, they won't even spit on you.
That's not even. 15 and I ain't gonna lie. I thought when 45 said something a few weeks ago, said, "Hey, if he's good enough," I thought that was kind of a green light for letting the owners go. Oh shit, 45 cents go. I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie.
They rather give him money than apologize. Let me give him
something wrong with that, man.
There it is. It's pride.
Something wrong with that, because if Oakland Raiders don't take you because of your shenanigans, and then the Super Bowl champions, I'm sorry, I don't think that the Patriots need Antonio Brown. I think he's a very good talent. He's like the Ron Artest of basketball.
But that's what he said he wanted to go anyway.
Yeah, but still, man, I think the league commissioner should not allow that. How you gonna let him go to the best team the same day? There's something wrong with that. I mean, I don't.
But it's real time negotiations, and
you should have to go to Detroit or somebody. You can't lose $30 million and go to a.
You ever watch Ballers?
Go to a fucking who?
Ballers.
No, man.
Oh, you ain't never.
Nope. I watched Sanford and Son and Good Times. All right.
Yo, and then it's on like 5 or 6 seasons. You gonna be hooked. It's got The Rock in it.
So
NFL, real NFL niggas. What's his name? Son is a star in it. Denzel Washington's son is in it.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dope ass
he's
show.
actually a pretty good actor.
Yes, it's a dope show. Yeah. Oh,
Baller.
You got something to look forward to.
Is it HBO?
It's called Ballers.
It's on HBO.
It's on HBO.
Oh, you know what? I don't have HBO.
Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't watch that shit.
You got Hulu?
No, I watch. Probably.
Then you could have HBO.
I could. Yeah.
Oh, it's a dope show. But it gives the inside.
Fire Stick.
It gives the inside, probably. It gives the inside of the NFL. but in a scripted series.
Inside the NFL's on Showtime now.
No, I'm saying it gives the inside shit, but
you said the name of the show. That's why I said
yeah.
that. All right.
But it's called Ballers.
Got to come out.
It's got an urban.
Damn,
feel.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. You got to come out.
You're gonna have to come out.
Oh no, I still can't. That shit's fucked up.
That's what I was doing today. Is singing. I'm doing the low tones and the baritones and stuff, and doing that and trying to get that out and that. Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
Do you do that on cue?
Yeah. I just.
No, the morning voice. Sometimes I'll be like, damn. I'll be impressing myself. But by noon, I'll be like high voice shit. Like, damn. I'm like, shit.
No, I can do it on command, especially if
I be trying to tell my 13-year-old some shit. She'd laugh.
even though
I didn't know that was mama and daddy.
If I pick up the phone, be like, hey, hello. Oh, that's what's up. All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, mama? She'd be like, take that bass out your voice.
Hey man, we gotta get to the bowling alley again, man. Straight
Yeah, I wanted to call last week, man, but I was like, it didn't the my kid and everything thing that happened. So I was like,
I tried to get you to do other things, but you gotta stay busy.
But I went to the gym 3 times last week.
You went to the gym,
yeah.
well, that's good, and you got the therapy out.
And I'm going tomorrow.
You got the therapy out doing the show, which is good, man. But hey man, you getting through it, man.
Yeah, the Ashes are back. The Ashes came back last Thursday. And they were just doing, a little private, small, little ceremony thing. Thank you for your support. Other friends have chipped in and made bringing them Ashes back to Michigan possible. If it wasn't for that, because ain't no family member did nothing. Thank God for friends, because
you got to keep on pushing.
Right, and so I'm gonna write her. My ex-wife asked me to write a song for our daughter, so she put it in the with the ceremony and the obituary. I'm getting a little bit of. I don't want. She got the ashes. I don't want but a little. I put that in a little necklace or something, and then put like some holy water around that shit. I don't want no ashes in the house, dog. No. So my kids be watching shit, and then they be doing them saying the shit out loud, spells and shit. That shit might start moving around. No. I'd be like, my daughter pop up out the bed. Like, hey, you always wanted your own room. Peace. About this bitch. I can't do it, man. I don't.
Can't do it.
No, so I just want a little bit. I put it by my, like a pendant or something.
Yeah,
put
get
it by
a nice
my
little piece of it.
A ring or something.
Put it. I don't know, maybe not bottle size, but nice little size. Don't have it little to where it can get lost.
Oh, no, I want. Yeah, if you put it on a ring.
You know what I'm saying? Put it on something that's
stationary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I ain't never had a dead person in my house.
No, me either. But I would think
Right.
you would think it through the way you ain't gonna have it. Like, where'd they go?
Right.
Oh shit! It fell between the couch.
She had a
No,
cold.
you don't want that.
She had a cold.
No.
One of my kids trying to be helpful. Where's your sister at? Why does it look like it's been vacuumed?
See?
Well, I was trying to.
This is truly just a thought right here.
Initiative.
This is levity right here.
Right. Every day you was talking about enjoying initiative. I was vacuuming.
Well, go get her.
Right. Separate her.
Sift her out.
Sister detector.
Go get the Folgers.
She's been a trooper though. She's you can tell it affect her a little bit every now and then, a little attitude.
The opal.
Yeah, but I got the best thing in the world the other day because reuniting with my older kids. I'm gonna read it. My middle child.
Are you looking that up, man? I mean, sometimes it's easier said than done. Doing things that you ask because you can't control other people and how they react to things, and silence sometimes is not the best way. And if you reach out enough and there's still silence, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Some people have to come through in their own time, but you
true.
got to keep on living yourself.
Yeah.
You got to take up a slack to where they probably slacking themselves.
And my younger child is looking at me.
Yeah.
She need me right now.
But it's not one of those situations where it's comfortable. It doesn't matter who it is. It's not comfortable, but it's one of those things you got to let people work through their own shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't figure it out. They got to figure it out themselves.
My grandmother died, and I didn't mourn until like a month later when I was walking the beach in California because I was unable to come to the funeral, one, And you know, there was no tears that was dropped. But I love my grandma. She was trying to hang on, see if I can see me make it. She said that she believed it. I made her laugh after she had a stroke. Everybody said she couldn't, whatever. But a month later, I was walking the beach. I was by myself, and that shit just hit me like pow, hit me in the jaw. Yeah. So then my middle child wrote this to me. She sent it to. Because as parents, you think about this. You think if you wonder if you're doing a good job, or if you fucked up, or you should have did this, or you should have done that. And so she sent this to me unprompted, out of the blue, man. It was. She said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just wanted you to know that you taught me to love myself, and you taught me more than you know to get through this life. You didn't fail me at all. You opened my eyes, because in this world, it really is eat or be eaten. Every time I felt weak, I thought of you and where I come from. I couldn't have asked for a better father. You made me look at life different, even if I never told you. Right now I'm pretty weak, but I'm gonna get back on top."
How old is this one?
20. Yeah, like 20.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her in like 4 years.
Yeah.
And to get that in a text, you know, get that.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah, I got my grandboy. That's my grandbaby.
The one that just had the baby.
That's my grandbaby right there, man. That's my new grandbaby. She's pretty.
Got your water head, okay.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, to be talking to them again, and her just hit me up, and that was like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's genuine feelings, man. Because when you have such devastation, such tragedy, such unexpected, that's natural. And it does make people think and go, whoa, let me just reevaluate my shit and go from there. But you look at it and go, well, no, I already did that. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, I'm cool. You know, you could reach out again, but it doesn't matter. As long as you keep on moving and people surround you that you know, no, you're still going to be there, but it makes it uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could be your friend. Because sometimes you really got to understand your circle. You know what I'm saying? Are you there just for me when I really need you? What about... what I don't like when people say they're going to do something, they really don't do it.
I call people.
I do too.
No, I call people and check on motherfuckers. I do that shit. Like Tyrone, he called me a couple times. Hey, he called me last night. He's like, I wanted to talk to you about this joke. But I didn't know where you was at, and he, blah 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 blah. And just there, there's about 4 or 5 that, you gotta be, if you're in tune with your friends,
right? You in tune, which is what I mean is, yes, you gonna be there when I need you, but sometimes when I know need you, I want you there too. Yeah. I don't like when people say they're gonna do something they really don't do it, because I'm not that way. I don't like being that way.
Yeah,
that's one of my peeves.
Yeah.
But once you get used to something like that, it's like,
make it happen. Let's do this.
It's like, wait a minute. Don't say it if you ain't gonna do it. But I know you're gonna be there when I need you. I just have sometimes I have a problem with that. Especially when it's something to do with something you both like doing, or going somewhere, or seeing somebody, or having a conversation. You only live one time. Sometimes people have not necessarily a death in the family, but sometimes they may go through near death themselves, and they realize, oh shit, let me go ahead and just step out a couple of more times, and fuck worrying about retirement. I may not even make it. Let me just spend some of this money. People are always worried about. I'm worried about. Shoot, I want to do this when I retire 10.
That's why I'm drawn again.
You gotta have some fun now.
I wasted that shit for the last 20 fucking years.
Give me my flowers where I live. That comes from somebody showing you they love you, also loving yourself too. Have you some fun.
Oh, so you want some flowers and shit?
No, nigga. Saying in general. I did plan my daughter bought my wife a mum. I planted that shit. It's a damn plant. Nice, pretty plant. I planted it up.
It's called
front.
a mum?
A mum, M-U-M.
That's what they call their parents in like Europe and shit. Mum?
Yeah, no worries.
So it's a mom plant.
She was feeling some type of way.
What color was it?
It's like
a multicolored.
No, it's like a light pink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. I planted it yesterday. Got some cow shit. Manure. Yeah, it doesn't smell like it, but
That's
you
some
can
boo-boo.
get, you got to dig a hole,
Yeah,
cow
that's
shit.
boo-boo. Yeah, I was living on a farm. That boo-boo good.
Everything.
I did. I was at foster home for 3 years.
Did you
on a
live in
farm.
Jamaica ever?
No, but my foster father
See?
was Jamaican. I'm for real, my foster
He
father
was
was
like,
Jamaican.
come on tomorrow, you lazy life, my
No,
baby.
he used to call me a big black dirty Barbadian nigga.
Hurry up, Hank. You got one lazy job, you
And
little
he had
man.
fat fingers. They was wide as hell. He used to dig in his nose all the time. And
Yeah,
he-
we had big nostrils, didn't we?
No, they was a little
Sniffing
tight.
up
But
everybody's
it was
ear.
funny. He would do it on purpose, just to because all the kids would laugh at it. He'd just sit back on his couch, little short W dude, and he'd just go.
That dig in his nose.
I mean, like it's pressure.
He come out with something?
He never came. Well, every time we would catch him digging in his nose, he wasn't doing it for us. He'd be over there.
I wouldn't dap that nigga for
He'd
nothing.
be like, "Oh, dirty Barbadian nigga." I'm like, Dad, you just came out your nose. You just finished covering your shit.
That's like Trump calling
Right.
Christy Teigen foul mouth for eating dry
Right.
pussies and shit.
Yeah, look, Sal be all up in here,
All
and
that shit
then be
on.
interested, then digging in it, and he gonna call us, "Yo, nasty nigga." I mean, like,
He say all that crazy shit. Call her,
one time he had the cow strung up in the garage. He was skinning it, and then he called me over there on purpose. He was like, "Come here, boy, come here." I came in. I was like, "Well, dang." He was like, "You know what these are right here?"
cow balls.
Yeah, he was like, he started touching them. I was like, why you play? He was like, "This is these are nuts, boy. This is Manish stew right here. You want some Manish stew?" No, I don't fuck with that. I don't need none of that.
But you eat some chitlins though, won't you?
Yeah, I'm not eating
Me
nobody's
too.
balls.
But
man.
if you see the chitlins before you eat them on the plate,
I'll clean them.
I'll still eat them. I don't clean them.
I'll clean them,
I don't
yeah.
eat my mama's chitlins though.
No, I clean. Everybody can't.
Only around Christmas.
You know, you got
can't
the,
eat everybody's
everybody
chitlins.
can't. You can't eat everybody.
You eat some chitlins.
Even the ones that you can buy at the store that are already
Oh,
clean.
you gotta clean
I
them
clean
again.
it in.
You're
Yes.
supposed to.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
If it don't come in the red container, fuck that.
Even the record, the red container, you know from scratch.
Yeah, you gotta start from
that you-
scratch.
Yeah, that you're doing. But that man, I was in there. I was like, this is half the damn bag.
Yeah.
What the? Yeah, I was disappointed.
I eat chitlins once a year.
I might go get some.
Whatever, man. I'm not.
No, I'm in the middle of some shit right now. I can't.
Oh yeah, you know, I did
But they
3
be
profiles
good,
of
though.
ribs yesterday.
They be-
3 profiles. Got them in the freezer.
Why you gotta tell me about the ribs,
Well,
dog?
because I know you don't eat pork right now. That's why. You know, that's all right though.
I shouldn't have said nothing about chitlins, man, because I'm really thinking about.
Oh yeah, chitlins is pork.
I know.
It's
I'm really thinking
intestines,
about-
balls. No, that's intestines. It goes right up
You
through
just gonna
there.
change my mind and shit.
They good when you get that turkey hot sauce, man. You can't tell me nothing. You go eat some hot dogs, same thing.
Oh, you eat some if I
Your chitlins?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
to
man,
disappoint you.
Oh, I know how to cook.
Whatever.
Okay.
I ate that chicken.
I know
once,
how
but
to
I ain't
cook,
gonna eat-
right.
Just because I ate your chicken, I don't mean I eat your chitlins.
I know how to cook.
You probably do.
bro.
You probably do.
I know.
You
My
probably
my
do.
cousin Harry be like, "You gonna cook chitlins, cuz?"
I'm just gonna be honest with you. No,
You can look at mine until they clean.
probably. But
Well, that's
no,
both of me, Negro.
no, that's terrible. I haven't broken the streak in 53 years. I'm sure she gave me a chitlin nugget when I was born. So 53 years, I'm not gonna stop that trend.
Hey, look. There's gonna be if I got chitlins at the hospital, be looking at my shit crazy.
Don't worry, I'm not. I'm smelling chitlins at the door.
Let me
Come
get
on
you.
now, you act like
No,
you could, like you could hide a chitlin smell.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm
dog.
like, is he
I'm
making
gonna
chitlin?
go-
Is that pizza and chitlin?
Ask her if I can cook.
Man, dude, I ain't gotta have her co-sign for your ass. You probably can, but everybody can't make chitlins. You probably
They call
can,
me
but
Chef
that don't mean
Negro.
everybody can eat them. Yeah, I hope you ain't calling her.
No.
Oh, I was supposed to say. I thought you was. I thought you asked her,
Can I
could you
cook
pick up
chitlins?
your phone at the same time? She would have been like, yes, you can. Police! No I'm kidding. You can make some chitlins. I swear I thought you was calling her.
Nah.
You picked the phone up after you said ask her.
I was giving you
You
the
ain't gotta
impression.
explain now. I just thought. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna get audio. We're gonna get video on this shit.
Yeah, we need some
It's
video,
gonna
man.
be funny next year. And again, we're gonna have people on the list. Whoever, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the club owner from Fort Wayne up here.
My man, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Yep, Mike Moses.
Yeah, he was cool, man. That shit was funny. Probably sad. Prilosec almost got our girl hemmed up. Shit worked though. Psychologically, I guess.
You must have thought it was supposed to work right away. And that shit did. Cause
maybe his attitude made that.
Or maybe my shit so bad it take 2 motherfucking days for it to get good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe because
my shit is bad. I got severe.
You know I'm bad.
Right.
I'm bad.
That's what it's doing when it ain't taking Prilosec. It's singing that song.
Damn, Michael. Damn, he grabbed me from the grave. He can't sing that.
Right. Shut that shit down. Yeah, that. I take Prilosec every fucking day, man.
I take a couple of tons, but I had to take them last night.
Can you sleep on your right side?
I can sleep. I don't know how the fuck I sleep. I go to sleep. I wake up on the floor under the bed.
No, I'm saying, but
I don't know.
I can't sleep on my right side
I
no
can
more.
sleep anywhere I want.
No, I can't ever sleep on my right side or I'll die.
That's fucked up. Why do you think you would think I had the same symptoms?
No, I was just asking how bad your heartburn was.
Sorry, not that bad.
No, mine is that bad.
I don't even have heartburn.
I'll wake up.
Compared to you, I don't have heartburn.
I'll wake up and blow chunks.
My shit, I just like Tums.
If I stop taking these pills, I'm going to wake up with vomit all over the place.
Well, I hope you don't do that, man, because I need you on the podcast. That's fucked up,
my
man.
esophagus
I'm
is
serious
all
though.
fucked up, man.
don't
I
die.
got to sleep on my right side.
Don't die
Forever and shit until I find out
How do you make sure you stay on the right side? Does she?
I go.
If you,
no,
if you tilt
I can lay on my
she
back.
kick you to the right.
No, I can lay on my back, and I can lay on my right side, and kind of on my stomach if I'm laying towards this way. But the moment I do this, that'll break that plane in. Give about 10 minutes and some shit start. Because when you lay on your right side, you're supposed to lay on your right side because your blood and circulatory system, bowels, all that shit, it helps when you sleep on your right side. Circulation is good.
I mean, I believe, but look at the look on my face.
So if you sleep on the other side, whatever it was doing on the right side, it must stop
Man,
doing
you
that
gonna
shit.
get me paranoid as a
It's some
motherfucker
shit,
tonight
yeah.
now.
No,
But you sleep on your back, you straight?
Yeah, I sleep on my back.
Okay.
Straight,
So if you lay on your stomach, don't matter either way.
no, if I lay on my stomach.
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm
problem.
talking about people, regular people. I ain't talking about y'all.
Oh, yeah.
You talking about you lay on the left, you gonna die in 10 minutes.
I'm
No,
different.
we don't want that. Right. I'm talking about in general. You can lay on your stomach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Whew.
No.
Oh shit.
I have to lay.
No, I ain't talking about you. I said everybody in the world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everybody with people
But it's
with
more healthy to lay on the right side. Yeah.
because the bowels and all that.
Yeah, I read about that shit,
Fart and all that,
and then
yeah.
put it into, and then talk to other people. That
Plus,
like,
if you lay on the right side, first go outwards. If you're on the right side, yes. If you fart,
it's better. I'm telling you, everything is better. Everything is better. When you get up in the morning, your bowels will move right away. You be in the bathroom, get it out the way.
You know what? That's
I shit like 4 times.
That's a hell of a cue to end this fucking podcast right there.
You should be shitting like 4 times a day.
Just a
like
thought.
4 times.
Just a thought. You be eating.
No, I'm saying that's a healthy bowel. You're supposed to be.
Yeah, I guess so.
You ain't shitting one time, man. We need to talk.
No, we don't even need to talk. We don't need to talk about my bowel
You just
movements.
said to worry about. Am I my brother's keeper? Your bowels all right, dog?
My brother shitter? No, I don't talk about bowel movements to other brothers.
Why
4
not?
times a day
That's
for
a
real?
stigma.
You
Yes.
go through a lot of goddamn toilet paper.
No, I use wipes. We at that
You
age.
use baby wipes?
Yes, we at that age, bro. You need to catch up.
Oh, I'm good.
You need to catch up.
I'm good.
No, we at
I'm
that age.
older than you.
But right.
But you, I don't shit 4 times a day. I would think your ass is
It ain't
chafed.
necessarily for shit
You
4
chafed
times
by
a day.
now.
It is because we are.
You
older.
gotta use something.
Remember what that white
so
dude
you gotta
said
have.
at-
You
in
gotta.
Fort
Hey,
Wayne
you gotta
talking
use
about
something.
that
You
ass
gotta.
sweat?
You gotta use something to make your ass moist.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
That's why you
I
do-
need to get all the crevice, all the nook and all that shit.
That's called the
Toilet paper don't do it, man.
You know
That's
what?
dry. How you? That don't even make
art
sense.
of wiping your
Take
ass.
some
There's
dry-
a class at LCC.
Take some dry shit, take some dry paper, and then put it on your dry ass to clean it. That don't even make sense.
No,
need
not
a
if you
wet-
have dry turds.
No, turds ain't dry.
No,
Man.
ain't tell you gonna have some kind of. This is a fucked up conversation right
if
now.
it's dry, it'll have a hard time coming
I'm
out.
just saying in
friction.
general, you don't need nothing wet to make sure your
Yes.
ass. If you hear,
Bruh.
if you hear, look, if you hear this, keep wiping your ass. If you don't hear, then you ain't gotta wipe no more. Remember, if you hear, keep
You'll
wiping your
never
ass.
get no toilet paper stuck in your ass because it's dry and shit.
You just gotta make sure you know how to.
One ply?
You gotta use you gotta use
Come
the
on,
right
man.
type of toilet paper.
Fuck that. You're right. Call wipes.
Just a thought. Fred Potter here.
His wife's in the car at all moments.
Say bye, man. Fred Potter here. Fred Potter here. Fred Potter.
Amaru.
Deuces. Lord Jesus.
Word up.
That was funny.